Ah, Patrick Hoban, the face behind the September 2013 ban list. Well, let's look at his January ban list discussion. Let's take a look here at what Mr. Patrick Hoban has to say. So here's what he would like to see banned: Blaster, Bubbleman, Hornet, Limiter Removal, Tempest, Tidal, Redox, Rekindling, Return, Royal Tribute, I know Gage, you're going to love that one, and Sixth Sense. Newly limited: Call of the Haunted, Deck Devi, DNA Surgery, Stratos, Fossildyna, Ophion, Gear Armor, Goes and Match, Heretic Dragon, King of Atum, Hope for Escape, Imperial Iron Wall, JD, Karakuri Shogun Beret, Karakuri Steel Shogun Burrito, Kaiku, Lovable Chain, Light Imprisoning Mirror, Mermail Abyss Gun, Rivalry of Warlords, Royal Decree, Six Samurai United, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, Skill Drain, Spellbook of Fate, Thousand Eyes, Restrict Vanity's Emptiness, and the Pointless +1, Pot of Greed. Oh my god. Newly semi-limited: Gale, Dragon's Ravine, Dragonfly, Grand Mole, and Reckless Greed. Newly unrestricted: All the Babies, Transmigration Prophecy, and TG Striker. Wow, we have a lot to cover. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host with the most, Avery LR32, here bringing you guys a discussion video about Patrick Hoban's ban list. And I know that Gage has done a few ban list discussion videos, and I really want to discuss this one, considering the fact that essentially Patrick Hoban hit the September 2013 ban list hit the nail on the head when he did his review. And I'm not saying he's going to hit the nail on the head again, but it is interesting to see what he says this time around. And I kind of found it funny when I was reading through the comments. At this current moment in time, it has 14. And one guy said, "Ha, effing Dragon Ruler. This effing Dragon Ruler lover. This list is terrible." I am going to be going over what I like about this list and what I hate about the list. And on top of that, I'm also going to be, in tying in with this, going to be discussing what I think should be hit on the ban list that will be released at hopefully midnight tonight. So let's start with banned. Blaster, Tempest, Tidal, and Redox. That doesn't need to happen for the simple fact that you're giving other element decks a push, like Fire Fists and Mermail and all that, like elemental decks, so to speak. He discusses why he thinks Bulbman needs to be banned. Essentially, he just said that you ban Bulbman, you can bring back Stratos, because the thing was that you could go Stratos to get Bulbman and then just OTK off from there. No, my friend. Yes, it does kill the problem directly, but look at windups. They did not kill Hunter directly because Hunter wasn't the problem. It was Zen Mighty. In this case, Bubbleman wasn't the problem. It was Stratos. And you can still do the same thing with 3 emergency calls. And I like how MCO40 put it, where if we bring back Stratos to 1 with 3 malicious and 3 emergency call and 3 hero lives, those 3 cards would have to go to 2. That's just a fact. That would provide for way too many OTKs. And Inzector Hornet, okay, Inzectors have been irrelevant for how long? And the cards at 1, it doesn't need to be hit in any way, shape, or form. So I didn't agree with that at all. Inzectors, that's what the deck does. It pops stuff, If you can't get around it, then, well, damn, sucks to suck, I guess. I mean, it's really not that difficult. Granted, if they do get you in a bad position, then, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Limiter Removal. I actually really like this one, so I'm gonna clap for you on that one, Mr. Hoban, sir. Oh, God. Limiter Removal. I like that he decided to ban this for the simple fact that with the new Cyber Dragon deck coming out, the Cyber Dragon deck can abuse the crap out of Limiter. Like, I can see it now. They're just going to go, I'm going to go Power Bond to make a Cyber, and then I'm going to go Limiter Removal, and then I'm going to swing, or I'm going to go Megamorph, and then I'm going to swing, and then I'm going to go Damage Step Limiter, and I'm just going to win. Yeah, so I'm actually glad that he decided to ban this. I agree with him. Rekindling, he pretty much said that it's the same concept as Return. It's basically the calm before the storm. If we were to get rid of it now, it would stop all the issues that we would have with Laval's and any other kind of fire decks that would be running around and beating the crap out of this card. And Return in Sixth Sense, I don't even need to mention that. Royal Tribute, he said that it doesn't let your opponent play, and it punishes your opponent for wanting to play monsters in their deck. Gage already knows how much I don't like this card, but I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to get 10 dislikes from him and his subscribers because I know he likes Roll Trivia, so I'm just gonna just keep on scrolling. And I will have the link to this article in the description in case you guys want to go and read it and like go and cuss out Patrick Hoban, I guess. And the limiteds, oh my god. Call of the Haunted. He said that Monster Reborn was banned for a reason, and he also made Gear Armor put to 1 because of this. Okay, we have 3 MSTs. We have Dust Tornadoes. We have all this other stuff. And how many decks actually run Call of the Haunted? Yeah. Deck Debbie. Thank you, Patrick Hoban. You are my new best friend. Put Deck Debbie at 1. I would love that because I hate that card and Eradicator. Both those can go and die in a hole. DNA Surgery, it stops the meta. But then again, look at what Konami did in September. They pretty much destroyed everything that helped stop the meta. So I wouldn't be surprised if Konami did something like this. It would kind of be something like because Konami said so. So, okay, Patrick, you can have that one, I guess. Stratos, I already discussed that, why it should stay banned unless other cards get hit. Fossil Dyna, I really hate this card. I'm a Dragon Ruler player, so I'd be okay with this. Ophion, Evil Swarms have done nothing in this format. Ophion is basically their go-to card, like, period, end of discussion. So this card shouldn't be hit. And it really hasn't had time to really do anything. Gear Armor I already discussed because he thinks that it's too broken with Call of the Haunted. Gearga's won 1 event, Patrick. Let's calm our tits here. Goes in match because Konami said so, I guess. I mean, and then like Imperial Iron Wall because Konami said so. Yeah. Heradic Dragon King of Atum. This is what makes Heretics OTK out the wazoo. So I would actually like to see this. This would be really nice. Hope for Escape. And I quote you. This is basically what he said. Hope for Escape needs to be hit to stop players from running degenerate decks. Really? Patrick, I'm sorry to tell you this and to burst your bubble, but there are always going to be people out there that are going to play degenerate bad decks. Look at my dad/teammate, for example. He's been playing Chamberlain for 2.5 years, and I can never get him to run anything else. JD, new Lightsworn support's coming out. This is the calm before the storm. I agree with this one. Beret and Burrito, that's what Curry and /Geargia do. They OTK. Granted, Konami doesn't seem to like OTKs, but, I mean, it is, I don't really think it's that necessary. Kaiku, I don't like this card either because I'm a Dragon Ruler player. As you can tell, this list seems also to be very biased because of the fact that he's a Dragon Ruler player. Because most of these things, as you can tell, I'm agreeing with. Not because I'm biased, but just because, from my perspective as a Dragon Ruler player, it makes sense. But Kaiku, I mean, I'd be okay with it. I don't think it should happen, though. I mean, it has no reason to. Lava Chain, he said that hit this because of Infernities. I agree with that because Lava Chain is their go-to Exceed. They can just dump everything and then get it out from the grave later with Launcher. Light Imprisoning Mirror, no, because I want to stop those Lightsworns with their new support. Leave it at 3, Patrick. It's okay. Just because Sam Pedigo won YCS Turin with basically a side deck in his main and his side does not mean stuff like this needs to be hit. Abyss Gun, I agree, because I hate whenever people go end phase, Abyss Sphere, for Lin, Pop, Pike, Pitch Gun, special, special, special. It's stupid. Pot of Greed. Patrick, I'm going to say this once and I'm going to say it again, damn it. Pot of Greed is a mindless +1. Shut up. I'm going to leave it at that. It is a mindless +1. Feel free to argue it in the comments. This card is never coming back. Rivalry of Warlords, because Konami said so. Royal Decree. Oh my god, Patrick, thank you for using your noggin. Ooh, good boy, Patrick, good boy. I hate Royal Decree, and my all Chamberlain players do too. So does my dad, my teammate. You know the drill. 6 Samurai United. I'm okay with hitting Samurais, but I don't see this happening. I mean, 6 Samurais already lost Gateway. Shadow Imprisoning, because Konami said so. Skill Drain, a lot of people want to see this get hit. I don't think it'll happen, though, personally, because of the fact that it puts Noble Knights as normal beat sticks. Spellbook of Fate, sure, because then they can stop recycling all their fates. Thousand Eyes Restrict, okay, you go Instant Fusion, pay 1,000, summon, and then Mind Control a monster, and then either Sink or Exceed with it. I'm okay with that. Vanity's Emptiness, I like how MCall40 put it, that it's basically the Royal Oppression from back in the day. Newly semi-limited, Blackwing Gale. We're not in a slow format, so Gale isn't that bad. Ravine. it doesn't kill Heretics. It just, you only have access to two, so that's really nice. He gave Insectors the second Dragonfly because they lost their Hornet, so that they can do other plays and go a different route with the deck, which I don't agree with because they are irrelevant. Grandmal, again, if we're in a slower format, it'd be a big deal. Reckless Greed, no sir. You lose two draw phases for a reason. It's really not that bad of a card. Yes, you may have won games because of it, but not everybody has. Burner Lightning Reactant in stream. Why not? All the big dragons are banned. Transmigration Prophecy. Okay. It's very irrelevant. Um, and TG Striker. Why not? It's not that busted anymore. So yeah, that is the video, you guys. Let me know about what you think about his ban list in the description. I will have a link to this article in the description as well. Let me know in the comments about what you think. And as always, thank you for watching, and rate, comment, most importantly, subscribe.